Hello everyone! Today I'm going to share some more advanced phrases for presenting in English. First, let's start with welcoming your audience. Like, it's lovely to see so many familiar faces here today. Or, I'm very grateful to you all for taking the time to be here today. Then, introducing yourself. For those of you who don't know me, I'm blah blah blah, or let me start by telling you a little bit about my own background. I'm blah blah blah, and now let's talk about a different ways to talk about the goal or objectives of your presentation. First, stating the goal of your presentation, like what I intend or plan or hope to do is blah blah blah. The reason I'm here today is talk about blah blah blah, and I'm here to say a few words about then explaining why the topic is relevant. This talk should be of particular interest to those of you who are by the end of this afternoon's talk you'll know how to or you'll be familiar with or what I hope you'll get from my talk or presentation is a clearer view or better idea of blah blah blah. And then let's move on into introducing the first topic. I like to begin by drawing your attention to, or let's begin by looking at, and then finishing a topic. That's all I want to say about this topic for the time being. Or so that's the background on blah blah blah. And continuing with another topic. Like the next point I like to talk about is then or this leads me directly to my next point, which is blah blah blah. To emphasize something or mention how important it is, we can use some phrases like this. First, highlighting information. As far as I'm concerned, the main issue here is or the significance of this is or I cannot emphasize this strongly enough. And then paraphrasing. In other words, or put simply, or to put it another way, and then move to the common knowledge. Like, as you're all aware, or as I'm sure you all know, or and then referring to points you mentioned earlier. If you remember, I touched upon this point earlier. As I mentioned or pointed out earlier, blah blah blah, and then decreasing. Well, we're on the subject of blah blah blah. I like to briefly mention, or if I can just digress for a moment. After digressing, we need taking back to the topic. Like coming back to the main point, or getting back to my main point. And then a different ways to end the presentation. First, summarizing. Finally, let me remind you of the main points we cover or look at or consider today. Or let me briefly summarize the main points. And then concluding. I like to finish with something including name of well-known person one said, including relevant and meaningful quote. Or let me just finish with a question, include thought-provoking questions. And the last is thanking the audience and inviting them to ask a question. Thank you very much for paying such an attentive audience. If you have any question, I'd be happy to answer them now. Or you can say any question. Okay, thank you everyone. I think that's enough. I hope you enjoy this video. Bye.